So this little fly, it's basically taking the colours of a Dawson's olive, which is a lure, a famous lure from up north. A lot of people used to fish small waters with it. All I've done is sort of condensed it down a little bit, and it works really well for fish feeding on damsels on the reservoirs. But just keeping those colours, those Dawson's olive colours. So really, from sort of June onwards, this thing's awesome. Let me just turn my phone off there. But yeah, just such a good fly, and one that's quite easy to tie, so let's go ahead and tie it. First thing I'm going to do is start with a wet fly size 10. This is a full and mill competition heavyweight, and I've got some olive tying thread there. Just up at the head, I've got proper original olive floss, stuff for tying out bloodworms, thank you Lee Cartmelt. Come in with a pinch of loop and secure it, and then nice touch and turns. Well, no touch and turns, as long as you stretch out flush, you're fine. Like so. So get that in there. That's perfect. We now come in. We've got to do touch and turns now, and we're going to secure in some tinsel. This is like a royal blue. I prefer this royal blue to the light kingfisher blue, especially when it comes to flies that are representing damsels. So I just catch that in right down to where you finish tying off. And you only want a few wraps of this stuff, just a little bit in the bum if you like. Wind up and overlap in turns, and then secure. And with your scissors, and then take your floss up, make sure that you've got the whole body's olive, and then what I'll do is I'll put a little hitch in there. So nice and tight, up and over, nice even wraps, and then secure that with your tying thread. I should add that under a little bit more tension, that should be fine. So just secure that with your tying thread. I now come in with this stuff. So this is like a yellowy sunburst marabou. And this is the tricky bit. So if you take it like so, and you're looking to try and get it right around the hook shank, so a little wrap, so you've got a bit extending out the front, pull all this stuff forward, and again extend it out the front like so. A little bit fiddly, bit worth it. So I've got that doubled over then, it's all extending out the front. I then come in with my proper olive marabou, just spin that on my thumb and four fingers, and then I catch that in as close as I dare to the yellow. Make sure you get a lot of wraps here because that yellow's got to cover everything. Then with your scissors, see what your little bump there. Okay, so we've got one load of marabou at the front and one load of marabou at the back. Maybe should have put a little thicker wing on that, but it'll be okay. And then just snip your wing where you want it. And now for the tricky bit. Well, it's not that tricky actually, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to push all this feather fibre back out the way and round the hook, so it cloaks that wing there. You see? It cloaked everything. And then just form a nice neat head with no fibres in the way, and then just tie that off and snip your thread. So now what we do is we pull all your yellow forward. So it's out of the way. You see there, and with your thumb and forefinger, pinch that. And then all that goes back. Could have pinched that a little bit closer, Steve. All that goes back at the fly. So you end up with that wing, sorry, that little hackle coming up into the olive hackle, into the olive wing, like so. It's hard to see the colour change with that bright light, but you've got the yellow going into the wing there. I usually cut that a little bit short, it's a bit long. But I don't want to pull too much out with my thumb and forefinger in case I pull all the... There you go. See that, that's better. So just basically cloaks the fly. It's got that those Dawsons olive colours. A great little fly, either fish it on its own as part of a team. The Dawsons Cormorant, a great mini lure.